All good things come to an end. Happy Saturday. My good thing having my grandson Artemis came to an end yesterday. My daughter's sitter will be back on Monday. It's a good week here. I miss him already. So now I can get back into the swing of things. I've heard a few things already. Where do I start? Sanford is still Sanford. Guess not much is getting done with his projects. He's still yakking. He kicked most of the work over on that Jeep to run a 13 to his buddy Dr. Doolittle. Something with electronics and whatever. Heard he got his pickle sniffers all fired up. Some guy called him out for a race and Sanford took on the challenge, get his pickle sniffers. I ain't afraid to race anybody. Yeah, we'll see if that race ever happens. Some guy called him out for a race. But he says the guy's going to come to him. He doesn't want to have to travel a couple hundred miles to go race this guy. Yeah, he don't want to travel that far from home without a fucking driver's license. So what can happen on the road? You can be stopped minding your business and get hit from behind. The cop shows up, and he's in deep shit again. Although these days, they give you a ticket. They're tired of locking people up the way he's already been arrested and locked up twice for driving without a license. He lost it for life. And this way now, the guy's going to say, what the fuck, I'm going to go travel a couple hundred miles. He'll say, see that? The guy was too chicken to race me. Ha ha, I win even though I didn't have to race him. I win. I'm victorious because I'm Sanford. Slick as shit, that fucking guy. Crypt Keeper and Sandy. Still no Save the Children 318, right? Heard a few things about Jaba. I heard he was a little more calm this week without me around. A few people. Yeah, he wasn't, he still went on his rants, just not, real angry, nasty, full-blown mental retard meltdown rants the way he does about you, Brian. Said, oh yeah? Said, yeah. I guess without you around, Brian, he tried starting shit with someone else, so he could get his daily dose of drama. I know the guy, Nolan. He's a real decent guy up in Canada, and he knows the shit about cars. He's one of many people, including myself, that tried to help Jaba in the beginning. And Jaba, your ego, narcissism, arrogance, you refuse to listen to anyone. You refuse to want to listen to anyone. All you want to listen to is yourself, and you ain't too fucking bright. Tried starting shit with him. Problem with him, he doesn't listen to me. According to Jaba, if I'm wrong, correct me. People don't listen to him. If they listen to him, they would know that he knows what he's doing, so they shouldn't be telling him anything. And people just want to fuck up his car. Even said something about, people just want to see him blow up the car. Jaba, you don't have to worry. No one's going to blow up your car. You're going to do that all by yourself. You're fucking it up all by yourself. Nobody could do any more to fuck up that car than you're already done. So he did a live stream yak session. He said, hey, he kept the shirt on this time. I started laughing. So he pretty much talked to himself for an hour. Nobody showed up. Like he said, 2-3 people watched, but nobody said anything. And he even got a little ticked off about it. He mentioned, well, there's a few people here. How come nobody's saying nothing? Come on, say something. I think they just watch you to have a good laugh. Have a good laugh at you to see what you do for attention. So yeah, and I've heard this before about his yak sessions. He rambles and rambles and rambles. But that's not when he's, going on a full retard meltdown talking about me. He rambles and he's all over the fucking place. He can't maintain a single train of thought for like more than 30 seconds. He's all over the fucking place. And then all of a sudden he'll stop and his head tilts up and he starts just staring at the ceiling. Not saying a word. He'll do this for a little while. He said then his eyes start going back and forth like he's watching things fly by. Then he kind of like snaps back to life and he realizes, I guess, where the fuck he is. Then he starts rambling again and again and again. He said he pulled one of those. His congestive heart failure is cured. According to him, he said it's cured. But But he still can't breathe. But that's not because he's fat. It's because of all that water he's got in his leg and in his lungs and in his heart. Okay. And I guess the belly is all done. Hey, Jaba, I know you're watching. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Did you miss me? Come on, you know you missed me. Is that headline I ran? Everything's all fixed on it? Yeah. You're walking away from that. So, and he was talking about gaskets again, saying, was gaskets keep falling in the base pan? I guess this is shit going back for a little while that I hadn't even heard of when I was still around here. You know, he wishes they made gaskets that stayed in place. You know, they had stuff to help them stay in place. Yeah, they do. It's called Permatex. I know they used to have a shit. People used to use it one time. Probably still have it. It was like a varnish. Indian head varnish. I don't even know if it was for cars or if it was just regular varnish, but people use it as a gasket sealer. Base pan, valve covers, intakes. You brush it on. It's real sticky. And you get your gasket in place and it sets, and then you mount it and that gasket will never slip. What I heard that, you know, it is kind of messy if you ever have to change your gaskets, because that shit really sticks good. That ain't gonna leak. That ain't gonna come apart. You gotta scrape the fuck out of it on both surfaces to get that gasket all off. But they have Permatex, you know. And those gaskets, you know, on the side of the base pan, you know, they have holes in them. They line up with the holes in the base pan that the bolts go through, that bolt into the bottom of the engine block. That gasket ain't gonna get past those bolts and fall in. The end pieces, Permatex, you know what I mean? They hold in place. And when you tighten them up, you don't over tighten them. If you mash the fuck out of them where the bolt holes go in, they're going to want to buckle outside of that area. And then it could lift up. You could get a leak. You know, over tightening things can be as bad as not tightening things enough at times. And I heard that engine was, it did stay running for like a little bit, like a minute or something. But the engine was clacking. Those lifters were so fucking noisy, and people were telling him, hey, dude, man, you know, you got to tighten those things down, man. That ain't no solid lifter cam you got there. I'd hate to see if you had one. You had to go adjust it. You know, had to adjust lifters. I've done it. You know, besides feeler gauges, man, I did it with fucking crush strips early on. Put a crush strip in there, and then you pulled it out and you saw what you had. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 is the way you had to be for your spec. You know, everyone told you, even no one told you the same thing. You know, you try to sound so fucking brilliant with overcomplicated bullshit that really doesn't need to be done. People can overcomplicate anything. How do you make ice cubes? Put water in a tray, stick it in the freezer, and wait, right? There are some people that can make it sound like it's Einstein's theory of relativity. Well, first you got to go, you know, got to take a 24-hour read on your freezer temperature to make sure it's maintaining, you know, a perfect, 30.1 degrees, you know, and then, you know, you make it sound like you're building a fucking nuclear bomb. All you're doing is making fucking ice cubes. Real simple shit. You can't get any simpler than hydraulics. Just get them snug so those rockers aren't really flapping around. Start it up, you let it run one at a time. You back off on that nut, you get it to zero lash until you hear that lifter click, and slowly tighten it down until it just stops. Go anywhere from quarter turn, half turn, 3/4 turn, to one full turn in some cases. You're all set. That's all you gotta do. Do all of them like that. You know? I don't know if they're too loose. You know? Throw a rocker arm off a fucking push rod. I saw that happen to a guy one time in an industrial park. You know, but then again, these are guys, they were 5,000, 5,500 RPM, you know, really ringing those engines out. I don't think you've ever revved that thing to fucking 2,000 RPM. I don't think it ever will reach that sort of RPM range. You know what I mean? That car ain't gonna get driven. It's gonna fucking stay sitting there. You know? You missed the gear, the thing wound right up, man. Oh, I spun a bearing. I'm like, dude, you didn't spin no bearing. There ain't no bearing. There ain't no rod dog, man. You got a fucking push rod hitting your fucking valve cover inside. You threw the fucking rocker arm off it. Sure as shit, pulled the valve cover. It's all dense inside the rocker arm. The push rod is already getting mashed in on the top. And I'm coming down with a cold. It's been going around here. You know, seriously. What's been done on it? You know what I should start doing with you like I do with Sanford? Hey, how's that project coming along? How's that Jeep running 13? Baby bought a rocket, run that 10 yet? Huh? Yeah? How's that straight 6 Jeep engine build for the other XJ? How's that coming along? The Crypt Keeper and Sandy. Hey, how's that Save the Children 318 coming along? Maybe that's what I should do with you. How's that Bella come along? So I restored that. Interior's all set. Headliner's in. Seats are all reupholstered. Everything else is fixed on it. It's running. Got the brakes fixed. You know, you got a new fuel line in it. You fixed all your vacuum leaks. Maybe I should ask you that. But I guess you're already walking away from that. Another one of Sanford's traits, you know. You know you're not going to be able to do it, so you abandon it and go on to something else. You're doing the same fucking thing. You know, you're more and more like him, except, you know, I got to give you credit, man. I said it before, I'll say it again. You did something I never thought anyone could ever do. You have an even bigger ego, narcissism, and arrogance than Sanford. I didn't think that was possible. You know, you get the Uncle Brian thumbs up award in that category. You should be proud. I don't give this award out to just anybody, you know. And now he's on the rowdy rock and rolls. He's going to put mag wheels on it. I guess he'll be a race car. I heard it did start up and actually ran and idled and shit. It didn't sound half bad, you know. But that's for now. As soon as he starts working on it, you know, he's going to put a 4-barrel intake. Once he starts taking things apart on that engine, that thing will never run again. It'll never run the same again. Damn. We're supposed to go off tonight to Knuckleheads with the crew. I'll make it. Have an Uncle Brian lifter, I'll be okay. Says, that needs brakes too. Because this would kill me. I cracked up. Because when he has it on a track and he gets to the end of the run, he's going to need brakes to start. It's going to be a race car now. It's going to be a race car. Oh, he's going to paint it. But he's going to do it all in flat black. Well, flat black, Rust-Oleum, rattle cans. You don't have to be very good at it. You know, it's not like a nice gloss. You're going to see runge drips, you know, all that other shit. Nah. Orange peel, nah. He paints shit with rattle cans anyway, so. You know what I mean? No matter how he does it, it's going to look like shit. But anyway, it's going to be all flat black. He's going to put a name on it, too. He's going to put a name on it. I guess that's going to, I don't know what it's going to do. It's going to put a name on it. It's going to be a race car. He's going to put fat, wide wheels on the back and skinny ones in the front. He's going to put headers on it. The interior needs a lot of work. That needs a headliner, too. That needs a whole dash pad. It's fucked up. I'm just going by what he said and what I was told. The seats only have one split. I know the seats in that belly from what I saw. Serious, man. That thing was eaten alive by fucking, you know, pack of meth-addicted raccoons and rats and other vermin that have been feasting on that fucking thing for God knows how long. Seats only have one split. Carpets only need to be vacuumed. See, the steering wheel's falling apart. It's crumbling. I don't know what that means, but there's a crumbling steering wheel that's going to be fixed. You know, he's going to do all that to it. Yeah. His illness is cured. He cured it. He said, but then, you know, he does video. He goes outside. He walks around the car once, and then he's all out of breath. He's going to come back in and sit down on the couch, and he's saying, you know, his congestive heart failure is gone. He cures himself. This guy's fucking funny. It's gone. The reason he can't breathe is because, not because I'm fat. Not because he's fat. Because he's got water in his foot and in his leg and in his heart and in his lungs. Okay. Okay, if you say so, Jaba. You say so. So and then he goes into all this personal shit. He's got court cases coming up and this and that. And I don't know what my disability and, you know, whining about, he's got a lot on his plate. People are asking too much of him to be getting things done. He's going to do it in his time, not other people's time, blah, blah, blah. And he gets real irritated with this shit. You know, he's going to be more irritated now with me back, huh? But he's going to end up back in fucking hospital on life support, and it'll be Uncle Brian's fault. Hate to tell you, Jaba, but the jury came in with a verdict. You are guilty of having a thin skin. There ain't no denying that. A couple other things I heard too. The fuck was it? Oh, he's that fucking guy. They call him Shugu. This guy's another fucking downtrodden, slow hillbilly. Walked real slow. Thought, yeah, I got my truck over here. I'm going to paint it. I got all this rust in. I saw one of his videos. It's a small S10 with a V6 in it. It's his race truck. He's got a name on it. Hey, maybe that's what Jaba caught the idea. He saw that junkie truck, that junkie Chevy with a name on it. He said, hey, I got a junkie also. I'll put a name on that. He ain't better than me. See, this guy put up a fucking video about it. He said it's fucking hysterical. He's doing his kung fu moves. He's got a fucking pole with a board with things nailed to it. And he uses it to do his hand movements and shit. And then he's like punching it. He says, oh man, it was fucking sad. It was more than laughable. He says, I actually thought the guy does this because he's trying to be funny. Because he can't be serious. I said, I don't know, man. I don't know much about this guy, He says, if I was just doing it for a laugh, okay. But if I was dead serious and I thought I was good at kung fu, I'd be fucking embarrassed like you, Jabba. If you think you're good at restoring cars, if you're doing this for a joke, like a new version of Red Green, then yeah, okay. But because you take yourself so fucking serious and you don't want to listen to anyone and think you know everything about car restoration and engine rebuilding, that's what makes you a fucking joke. That's what makes you hysterical. I hear you're not drawing a big crowd anymore. Anyone that gives slightest little comment that you just don't like, you're blocking people. Hope you know you're cutting your own throat now. You only got one or two people that go and leave a comment, sucking up to you. Yeah, Jabba, you're the man. You're the man, bro. You're the man, bro. Oh, yeah. You like that shit. Sanford likes that shit, too. Me, I don't give a fuck about any of that. But I guess that's about it. All good things come to an end. For me, I was really hoping to get Artemis again next week. Stay with him, but gotta do what you gotta do. The lady that stays with him needs some money. She's feeling low enough. My daughter was trying to pay her $250 a week, plus supply, always food and diapers and all that. She's a real nice lady. She loves him to death. She takes very good care of him. So, yeah, it is what it is. So what is it they say? It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Well, the fat lady sang for Uncle Brian. Fat lady sang, putting an end to me. Taking care of Artemis. And now with you, Java, your good mood you had all week because of me not being around. Now that's come to an end too because I'm back. But in your case, instead of a fat lady singing, it's a fat guy farting. There was a few other things too. I'm quite sure more is going to come my way. I'll get to it sometime this week. I apologize for not being able to give you my usual traditional Happy Friday week in review. Yeehaw! Roundup video. There'll be another one next Friday. So, weekend's upon us now. You know what I say, man, right? Have a great weekend, have fun, and stay safe.